about Marauders, right? So Marauders is actually the new Bruce Willis movies that he kind of phoned it in. Now, granted, this movie is actually not that bad. Believe it or not, it's actually really not that bad for at least the first maybe 30 to 40 minutes just in general. Now, overall, some of the best things in this movie is actually kind of the heist. I think the heists are actually really well done. Sometimes they're a little overly violent, but I think they actually serve the purpose and give this film some much needed energy. Granted, if you like some heist films, I think you'll get a kick out of some of the heists, but personally, everything else is just kind of... That's it. There's nothing really else to it. Now, overall, I think some of the performances are actually good, too. I'm going to kind of name personally is just Batista and Christopher Mulaney. I did like the relationship, and Batista actually proves that he's actually a better actor now than Bruce Willis. That's just a simple fact. And I really did like Batista. He actually gave something to it. Granted, their characters are not really well written. It's just kind of a typical cliche guy, whatever it may be, both of them. But they actually try to add something to it and try to make the performances at least watchable. Adrian Grenier, a.k.a. Vinny Chase, the guy should stick with Entourage or at least, an Aquaman sequel. But other than that, the guy just seems kind of lost. Bruce Willis, yeah, Bruce Willis is in VOD land. And in VOD land, Bruce Willis can only do, okay. That's Bruce Willis all the time. They introduced this fucker with like a silly, stupid like spider monologue, which just felt like, where the fuck were they going with this? And then that kind of leads to my next problem is the script. The thing about this movie is just that the script really is just kind of like all over the place. For one, I feel like they try to touch on like, what's legal and what's not legal, kind of stepping outside the law, justice or whatever it may be, or at least that's what I try to think they were going for. The problem is they have so many subplots and characters to the point where some things kind of get revealed to literally at like the last second. And then things seem like they're so fucking like contradictory to the point where this whole film seems like it doesn't make any sense towards the end. Now, overall, you have the military stuff, which is linked to a heist. Then you have a senator thing. You have Bruce Willis, right? Then you have Chris Mulaney's wife is kind of like murdered. Then you have this other guy's that wife is fucking like dying of cancer. Then you just like... There's nowhere to go. You had it just explode because it's so convoluted. It didn't even stick on track. But then sometimes the heists come in and then it gets things kind of flowing back together a little bit. But then there's a twist, and then it's a big twist, which they think is kind of smart, but it's really not. The movie thinks it's kind of ahead of you in like a race, but really it's just going backwards. But at the end of the day, the ending kind of reminded me of like a Man Apart, if you actually know what that is. But it's not really anything special. It's just kind of a bland movie where Bruce Willis just kind of sleepwalking. I don't blame him. He probably did 6 of these fucking VODs movies in a week, and he couldn't tell which one was the aliens or the one where he just kind of like obnoxiously yells. But that's my dog. Comment, subscribe, and like. What is the movie that Bruce Willis kind of phoned it in the most for you? Let me know. Comment, subscribe, like that shit. I'm Chris Smith, and I'm signing out.